Go.
The U.S. does largest war exercise in South China Sea after China deployed carrier-killer missiles. The first is a joint Indo-Pacific military exercise led by the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command with the participation of Japan, Australia, and the UK. The other is the Large-Scale Exercise 2021, held by U.S. Navy around the world and is reportedly the largest naval exercise since 1981. A U.S. military scholar told the media that it is intended to demonstrate to China and Russia that U.S. naval forces can simultaneously meet challenges in the Black Sea, Eastern Mediterranean, South China Sea, and the East China Sea. The U.S. wants to awe China and Russia by flexing its muscles in a miscalculated move. China will hold military exercises from Friday to Tuesday in a vast area in the South China Sea between Hainan and Chisha Islands, as a response to the joint Indo-Pacific military exercise. Neither China nor Russia has the intention to compete for the command of the seas with the U.S., but both have the ability and determination to despise U.S. coercion in areas that concern their core interests. With current modern technologies, major powers have enough capability to destroy all targets within certain distances. The U.S. Navy has built a global capability that helps sustain the loyalty of its allies. But if the U.S. engages in a real war with China and Russia, its naval strength will not be able to survive. For big powers, navies are more of a showcase of strength and resolve. A gamble-like test is needed to see their real effect in modern wars. We hope such a test would never come. China could be deploying carrier-killer missiles to the South China Sea as the U.S. stages its biggest war games for 40 years in the region. A vast navigation restriction zone has already been set up, with vessels prohibited from entering. The exclusion area stretches from waters off the southeast of Hainan Island to waters around the Chisha Islands, it has been reported. Some claim the setup resembles last year's drill, which saw the Chinese People's Liberation Army fire aircraft carrier-killer, anti-ship ballistic missiles. The U.S. is showing off its military power around the world, but China will not be swayed by this. If the U.S. deploys its military forces to the South China Sea, no matter how many warships they send, they will only be like a group of rabbits partying obliviously while China's guns aim at them. The South China Sea is an international waterway where countries enjoy the freedom of navigation. However, it is located next to Chinese islands and reefs that are part of China's core interests. China will not tolerate for a long time the U.S. playing a geopolitical card to showcase its hegemony. The U.S. is carrying out its own exercises as Washington prepares for a future world war amid rising tensions with Russia and China. Thousands of Marines and sailors are taking part in the largest war games since Cold War exercises during the 1980s. Fleets began the large-scale exercise on Tuesday and the drills across 17 time zones will continue until August 16. Addressing a virtual meeting of the ASEAN Regional Forum, ARF, which groups more than 24 countries, Blinken also called on China to cease provocative behavior in the South China Sea. The UK's HMS Queen Elizabeth sailed through the South China Sea on Monday, followed by German warship Bayern frigate. Experts have warned Britain's new aircraft carrier faces a swarm of Chinese missiles as it completes its first mission to the volatile sea. The DF-17 can perform extreme maneuvers as it hurtles at Mach 10 some 7,600 miles per hour towards a target, with carriers unlikely to survive a direct hit. The missile comprises a rocket that flies to around 25 miles above the Earth and then launches a hypersonic glide vehicle, HGV, armed with a warhead. The 3 billion pounds Big Lizzie, as she is nicknamed, is being deployed to conduct freedom of navigation patrols with the US and Japanese navies. India also reportedly plans to send warships to the region.